Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. Anne McCabe here with Curo Private Wealth. Today, I want to talk about the foundation of our financial plans, which is having an adequate emergency fund, or as I like to call it, cash reserves. According to Bankrate, almost 60% of adult Americans cannot afford to pay for an unexpected expense of $1,000 or more. And more than 36% of adult Americans have more credit card debt at this point than they have in savings. And we all know the reasons why it's so important to have enough in our cash reserves. It's for those unexpected expenses or life situations that inevitably come up. Maybe our water heater unexpectedly breaks at our home, or our car needs new tires, or even worse, we get laid off from our job and we have to use savings to pay our bills for a few months. So the first key question is, how much is enough? And I'm sure you've heard the rule of thumb of having between 3 to 6 months worth of your expenses in cash reserves or in an emergency fund. I would say the absolute minimum that anyone should have is 3 months. If you're in a dual income situation and both of you have really secure jobs, think like government jobs, then maybe 3 months is sufficient. If that is not your situation, I would bump up the minimum to 6 months worth of your expenses in cash reserves. And if you are the sole breadwinner of your family, or you're in sales where your income is spotty, or perhaps you're self-employed, I would push that up to a minimum of 1 year worth of your expenses in cash. Now, for our retired clients who are partially living off of their portfolio income, we actually recommend that they have 2 years worth of their portfolio income distribution needs in cash. The way you calculate this is you take your fixed income, so think Social Security, you subtract out your annual expenses, whatever that gap is, multiply that by 2, and that's what we recommend for our retired clients to have in cash. So the key here is we want enough liquidity that we can access cash when we need it, but we don't want too much where we're wasting the opportunity of earning potentially better returns elsewhere. So the next question is, where should we keep these cash reserves? With interest rates having come up so much over the last couple of years, there is now a massive difference in what we can earn in interest at a bank savings account versus what we can earn in interest in something like an online high yield savings account or even money market. So according to the FDIC, the average APY that banks are paying on savings accounts right now is less than 0.5%, less than 0.50%. And that is as of February 20th of 2024. Versus I've seen some online high yield savings accounts paying, say, between 4.5% and 5%. And these are still FDIC insured. So if you have $100,000 sitting in your savings account, this could be the difference between you earning about $460 of interest and $4,500 in interest over the full year. So this is a big difference and a big deal. So please take the time to do your research and make sure your money is working as hard as possible for you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. As a reminder, any transformation is a marathon, not a sprint, and we are here to support you every step of the way. So if we can be of service, please feel free to reach out. Have a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing you back here next week. Take care.